Empathy is one of our most important emotions, shaping how we relate to one another and how societies function as a whole. Because in the end, empathy requires all of us to see the world through someone else's perspective. Today, I'm talking about empathy and the simple reasons why we all need it. Let's get into it. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. And this can be quite different from sympathy, which involves feelings of pity or concern. Because at its core, empathy is both emotional and cognitive. Emotional empathy allows people to feel what others are feeling, such as sensing a friend's sadness or sharing in their joy. On the other hand, cognitive empathy involves understanding another person's thoughts, motivations, and experiences, even when they just differ from our own. And for me, it could sometimes be difficult to put these two together. But by doing so, these forms of empathy help me to communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts better, and ultimately build more meaningful relationships. Because without empathy, interactions can become transactional and impersonal, leading to relationships that just feel shallow. In our friendships, families, partnerships, empathy fosters trust and emotional safety. I know when I feel heard and understood, I'm more likely to open up and be honest about my struggles and my needs. And this mutual understanding strengthens bonds and helps us to navigate disagreements with compassion rather than hostility. For example, when I can empathize with my wife about her stress at work, I can shift a reaction from frustration to patience, transforming a potential argument into an opportunity for support. And you could see this in professional and in social context. Empathetic leaders tend to create a more productive work environment. Employees who feel understood are often more motivated, engaged, and loyal. In fields such as healthcare, education, and social work, empathy is especially vital, as professionals must respond not only to practical needs, but also to emotional ones. Take, for example, a teacher who empathizes with a struggling student, or a doctor who listens attentively to a patient's fears. Both can make a huge difference in outcomes and well-being. But empathy also has broader societal implications. It encourages tolerance and reduces prejudice by challenging stereotypes and assumptions. When people take the time to understand experiences shaped by different cultures, backgrounds, or identities, they're less likely to be dehumanizing to others. And this just helps everyone get along better because we all need to feel the importance of our existence and know that the little things that we do for others can have long lasting impacts. Having empathy is not always easy. Bias, fear, and time can limit people's willingness and patience to empathize. However, empathy can be cultivated through active listening, self reflection, and exposure to a lot of different ideas. And making a conscious effort to understand others, we can strengthen empathy as a habit rather than a reaction. In the end, empathy is a powerful force that shapes personal connections, professional environments, and entire societies. It enables understanding, reduces conflict, and promotes compassion in a very complex world. And by valuing and practicing empathy, people not only improve their relationships with others, but also contribute to a more humane and connected society. My name is James, and I thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. A thumbs up also goes a long way to helping out the channel. Take care, and see you in the next one. Peace.